Yo! What's good, Josh Bryce, man? It's back again. Whoa, today we're back at another video, and today, yes, we are filming from the phone today because I like to do these, I guess you could say, in the more kind of prediction style videos, which I will be doing for the WWE's up and coming first ever PLE on ESPN. Yes, Wrestlepalooza, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get to it earlier today. So I'm getting to it later today, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you got the People's Champ shirt on, you know what I'm saying? People's Champ, you know what I'm saying? The Rock big brother, you know what I'm saying? Big fan. Like the haircut. We good? Anyway, no more wasting time. Let's go ahead and get into the predictions, man. So what is confirmed to start off the night is tomorrow or today, I guess. Actually, it's past 12, so it'd be today. But anyway, what will be starting off confirmed to start the show? I think Pat McAfee might have done it on his show to confirm that the first ever ESPN or WWE ESPN PLE, whatever they're trying to say, paying $30 a month. First ever ESPN or first ever WWE PLE on ESPN. It will start off with the big match, man. John Cena, my boy, childhood GOAT, man, one of the greatest of all time, if not the WWE greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much versus the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Now, this match has had absolutely zero build, man. They've done some good promo packages just with their rivalry over the years, but they have absolutely done nothing to explain why Brock is currently attacking him. Why? I don't know. It could be a matter of lazy booking. It could be them not really giving him much to do. Now, this Friday on SmackDown, as we saw, he just went in was about to F5 Michael Cole like he's done in the past, but he F5's Corey Graves, I guess, for trying to help him out. He F5'd him twice. And last week, he F5'd R-Truth twice, which they've now turned him back into a comedy gimmick instead of using the Ron Killings things to make him a more serious main event talent. But anyway, and now he did even more comedy promoting the ESPN and telling you how to get it with or without cable and all this other stuff. But anyway, on side note, great, fun and or great match with Sami Zayn and Carmelo Hayes for the U.S. titles. Matt, that was nice. Nice little contract signing, I'm saying nothing too crazy, but, nice little contract signing of Drew telling Cody, like basically that he'll eventually be in a position where the fans will turn on him and he'll say that Drew was right all along. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be in his position one day. That was a side note. But, that was really all notable things that happened on SmackDown, just to throw that out there. But anyway, Brock Lesnar is not getting the win. I do think this is a John Cena victory because of the simple fact that John Cena, bro, he has lost the WWE Championship at SummerSlam to Cody Rhodes. He beat Logan Paul at his last PLE, and I think they should continue Cena winning because this does absolutely nothing for Brock Lesnar to get this win over John Cena. So I think as the conquering hero that he is, John Cena should definitely get the win, considering the fact that Brock has gotten wins over Cena before. I mean, Suplex City is literally one of the most one-sided matches of all time where he beat John Cena with the, real start of Suplex City and beat him, it was a one-sided match. I think Cena got one or two moves in. So yeah, Brock's done enough. I think we need to, I don't know why they're not actually trying to make a story between them as far as why Brock is attacking. It seems like Brock's only ongoing theme is, I don't need storylines. I'm a beast. I'm just a beast. I just destroy things. I don't have to make sense. So yeah, he told John Cena he was coming for blood. He even had a backstage, even though we still don't know why, cut a little backstage promo with Paul Heyman saying that, hey, we need to talk, because he was I was waiting for that Brock Lesnar and Braun Breaker face off because they were there tonight as well, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, the Vision, so that might be leading to a Survivor Series collab, you know what I'm saying? That would be interesting. A Brock Lesnar at a War Games match would be crazy, but anyway, because he's not unfamiliar with a cage, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I got John Cena winning this match. It just mainly because it just does nothing for Brock to win this match, and they've really built Brock as this beast who cannot be stopped and cannot be tamed. So I don't think they do all, and has F5 Cena a total of 3-4 times, right? The one at SummerSlam and then two of them on then he delivered two of them, I think, on SmackDown. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. They haven't really done a lot with the build. Well, hold on. Well, that was disgusting. Y'all don't need to see what just happened, bro. Oh, you do not deserve to see what happened. Probably should have done that. Y'all probably saw a little bit of what happened, but regurgitated. That was freaking disgusting. But anyway, that was disgusting. Anyway, 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 back to what I was saying. John Cena definitely needs to get this win. Like I said, they've been building Brock as this beast that cannot be stopped, so I don't think you do all that. For John Cena to walk out with the loss, I just don't see what the purpose and goal would be of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially on his retirement tour where he's only got 6 days left. There's absolutely nothing they're going to be able to do. Or there's nothing really left there. You know, that's one of those, I feel like that's one of those, him closing the chapter of that portion of his career, you know, fighting that demon that is Brock Lesnar, that is, you know, you could say was over John Cena's career, you know, so yeah. Still crazy that Brock is back after everything. You know, they definitely said when the news calms down, you know, they said we bringing him right back to do his thing. Go back to God done bouncing and jollying like the beast that you are and just wreck shit up. You don't need a reason to. It didn't have a reason with Cody. It doesn't have a reason with John Cena on this particular time they're having a match. But anyway, moving on to another match, man. I'm gonna go with the tag match between The Vision, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed, the Bronnies, whatever you want to call them, versus the Usos. Now, they've been teasing in the upcoming weeks of Jey Uso basically not being Usi like he once was back then in the Bloodline, peak days of the Bloodline. He ain't feeling Usi, man. He been a little more upset. He's kind of been acting a little more like Roman, you know, back in the day as the guy done, you know, mafia boss, tribal chief, you know, the bad guy tribal chief, not the OTC we got now. So kind of telling that story of him wanting to do things, not even want him to want to do things on his own because he's already done things on his own, but they're kind of telling that story of like he's not able to get along with others and how he's kind of believing in that mindset that Roman told him, like, you know, to not trust anybody, don't trust Punk, don't trust this guy, don't trust that guy, and he's kind of now like that, and I could see that frustration and tension costing him the match. And the Vision does need to stay a strong group. I know they've been doing the repetitive booking over the weeks and not getting a little more fun and creative with it. But this is a great opportunity for them to beat a massive tag team, one of the best tag teams of all time, you know. So if you really want to build up your future, the Vision most definitely should beat the Usos. And yeah, they should beat the Usos. And I think, like I said, you continue telling that story of potentially a Jey heel turn. You never know. He's definitely had that mean streak, which I do think he needs because the yeeting and stuff like that and having fun with the crowd on that can only kind of happen for so long until you need something that's different for people to kind of get into and sink their teeth in. So I'm interested to see where it goes, but that is what I think is going to happen. I think the Browns are going to win because the Usos won't be on the same page because that's the kind of story they've been telling leading up to this match. Moving on to the next one, they have the vacant women's world championship because Naomi, the former champ, was pregnant and had to vacate it, you know. So they said, let's do the goddamn thing with Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer. Now, Vaquer, you know what I'm saying? Great wrestlers on both parties. They will obviously have a great match. Could even be match of the night, could be a match of the year, depending on how much time they give it. But at first I was thinking, like, you know, maybe Io's gonna win because I don't see them pulling the trigger on Steph. You know, she's great. I don't see them pulling the trigger on her this fast because that would be freaking fast because Stephanie, man, from NXT to now, they have been pushing her fast as boy, you know what I'm saying? And she's a great wrestler, so it's not even like they shouldn't, but it's just crazy seeing how fast they really have pushed her and stuff like that. So I don't know, do they push her fast enough to even make her the women's world champion? I don't know. Now we know they want to get to that Rhea Stephanie match, but we also know they want to have Rhea avenge that loss against Io at some point because she's still never. I think she's like 0-5 against Io, if I'm not mistaken, like 0-4 or 0-5 against Io throughout, like, I think she's lost to her in the Mae Young Classic. She lost to her in NXT, and she's lost to her like 2 or 3 times on the main roster. So it's some crazy statistics like that. Like she's lost to her, like she's never beaten Io. We know that much. So I don't know if the plan is to do Rhea versus Stephanie first or to run that feud back because to finally get her win over Io. So I don't know. Now, one could say maybe because Asuka showing that anger and Io getting mad at Asuka for constantly like getting in her business, and maybe that tension there is what causes Asuka to maybe come out there and cost her the match. Then we get, I don't know, like something, the part of me is leaning towards Stephanie only because I can envision that the first ever WWE PLE on ESPN, you would want to start off with that fresh new champion and a Stephanie Vaquer. So I might go on a limb and say Stephanie. I don't even care at this point if I'm wrong on this stuff. I'm just predicting it as a fan. I could easily be wrong on some of this, but anyway, I might go Stephanie just because for whatever reason I'm kind of visualizing that happening, because it almost kind of, for me, it almost seems a little bit anticlimactic to put it on Io, because it's like she just got done being the champion after losing to Naomi. So that would be kind of interesting to put it back on her. So I don't know. Are they trying to get Stephanie Rhea first, or are they trying to get Rhea to avenge her loss against Io? Because even then, depends on when they want to do that, right? Because then you would have to hot potato that title. So I might go Stephanie. I might go Stephanie to win this one. That might be a bold prediction, but I'm going to go Stephanie Vaquer to win this. It could either be because of Asuka interference, or I could see booking wise they go, do we want to go back to the well of Asuka after she just lost it to Naomi? Because then what matches do we plan on doing, right? Like her running it back with Rhea, because then she'll have to lose to Rhea again. Do they want to run it back with Stephanie? So I don't know what direction they're going to go. Are they trying to do an Io Asuka feud? Some could say maybe that's how she wins the title, is because that's the next feud. So it's a lot of directions you can go with this. So I might go Stephanie Vaquer, even though you could either say Asuka could cost her the match, or maybe because there's that tension with her and Asuka, that's what leads to maybe Io's first title defense. So that could go either way there. So yeah, I'm gonna go Stephanie. It's hard to predict. I'm gonna go Stephanie. But my first pick was Asuka, but I'm gonna go Stephanie. But and it's always bad to kind of go against your first thoughts and takes. But I'll make the bold prediction if that's what it is. That's what it is. Like, what I'm saying. But anyway, now I don't know if this is the co-main event or the main event, because you would think that first ever PLE from WWE on ESPN, you would think the WWE Championship match, the WWE Championship match usually is either starting the show or ending the show. And I don't know if they're going to have it in the show. You would kind of, you would kind of think the next match we're going to get into would have the most build and hype around it. But because it's the WWE Championship, they're going to put that either first or last. I don't remember the last time they put the WWE Championship in the middle of the show. I don't remember them ever doing that, but we'll get into it anyway. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for WWE Championship. I think Cody is getting the win here just because it's early in his title reign. This is his first title defense. It would be interesting if he lost it to Drew. That would be crazy. Drew definitely is longer with the great work he's done, especially last year and years, prior in general. He would no doubt deserve a win like that, but it's kind of the wrong timing just because Cody, just got back from, I think, filming for his movie and stuff like that. And it would be kind of wild to have him lose the belt immediately when he just got it back from John Cena of all people. So to kind of lose it back immediately would be kind of drastic. So I got Cody winning this match, retaining as the WWE Champion. It's just very early in his title reign to lose it. Even though I don't think anybody would be mad at Drew winning it, I think specifically now would be kind of wild considering, like I said, first title reign, and then you just got it back from John freaking Cena. So that would be kind of wild if they did that. So I'm going to go Cody winning. The little build they've done for this match Drew's been doing most of the build because of Cody being gone for filming. And it's more or less going to be Drew. It's more or less going to be Drew, doing his thing, man, barking up about how unfair life is to him, and it seems like it may be no different. But not sure if that's going to be the main event. I could see that being the main event. It's funny how the WWE never really tells you what the main event is. But yeah, anyway, before we get into the last match, it should have probably been What Did I Miss? But shout out to that boy Drake, what I'm saying? The man, his favorite rapper for me, what I'm saying? Shout out to him getting Nokia as the theme song for WWE's Wrestlepalooza, what I'm saying? I would have probably preferred What Did I Miss? Just because it's a little more upbeat, but they went with Nokia. I think that's because that's the, the popular song or whatever. Even though that kind of don't really fit the vibe. But anyway, still a good song though. But anyway, Yeah, I don't know if the WWE Championship is going to be the main event. It's just because you would usually not put that in the middle of the show. It's just been a minute. If it has happened, it's been a minute since they put like the WWE Championship as like not at the like just kind of dead in the middle. I just don't really recall seeing that for a long time. But that being said, the main event of what we think is the main event because of the build and the names involved, the biggest couples mixed marriage tag match, the mixed couples marriage tag match, the mixed match marriage couples match, whatever you want to call it, the biggest couple versus couple match of all time, and that in legitimate couple, by the way, not even as a work, as a legit, like they're legit, couples in real life, married in real life. CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Now, they've been doing some fun build to this match. The whole thing of, Becky, pie facing Punk, pushing them and slapping them around until AJ Lee, the over 10-year long waited return of AJ Lee. One of my, favorites, first wrestling crush, all that good stuff when I was growing up. Fun storyline she was in with the guy done CM Punk and Daniel Bryan stuff, or when she was had a love story going on with Cena, or teamed up with Ziggler and Big E, whatever the case may be. Anyway, she's back. Great to see her. Great reaction she got. Great reaction she got from me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, big names, bro. CM Punk and AJ Lee are big names. They're both known for being a massive influence, especially for a lot of the younger wrestlers out there. Have credited them, on the women's side, obviously AJ Lee, and on the men's side, CM Punk. So they've both been known for having strong influence on the current wrestlers, or maybe people growing up during that era of just kind of being different, standing out, being themselves. And then you got Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, two of the most successful WWE superstars in the last 10 years, with Becky Lynch's run as the man and being the first ever woman, the main event, WrestleMania, and all this other stuff. And she's currently also the Intercontinental Women's Champ. And, Seth Rollins is the World Heavyweight Champion, man. And he's been a top guy easily, if not the top guy, one of their top guys, for the longest time, for the last 10 years. So both massive names, all massive names in this match. That being said, I'm going CM Punk and AJ Lee winning, because not only is it AJ Lee's first match back in a long time, over 10 years, but so I doubt she would lose her first match, especially a match this massive. I doubt she would lose that. And because they're going to have the heels, I feel, the Bronze win against the Usos, I just feel like you wouldn't, if that's going to happen, then you wouldn't have another letdown, you know what I'm saying? And also, they've been building the tension every week of the heels getting the best of the faces, and we know in wrestling, usually when the bad guys get the best of the good guys, that means the good guys are probably going to win at the PLE to make up for that, or to even it out and whatnot. But yeah, man, that is what I think is going to happen. That is going to be my predictions for WWE's Wrestlepalooza first ever PLE on ESPN. So to reiterate, just in case you forgot, I got the what was I trying to say? I got John Cena winning. I got Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, the Vision, the Bronze, the Bronnies, whatever you want to call them. I got them winning. I'm making a bold. I went with EO first, but I'm changing my mind to Stephanie Vaquer. Just because I think they can set up more like fresh matches with that. So, and how, see, this is confusing because, like I said, either Asuka is going to cost EO because of the problems that they've had, or Asuka EO is probably going to be the first title defense for EO because of so I don't know which way they're going to go with that, but I'm going to go make a bold prediction and say Stephanie, and I'm probably going to regret it and she end up, losing or whatever. But, we'll take the chance on ourselves. And then we got who I said. Then I think I said Cody Rhodes retaining the WWE Championship, and then in the mixed tag match I got CM Punk and AJ Lee winning because they've been having that long awaited build up as Becky was slapping Punk around, doing good mic work. I've always said she's better as a heel, so she was, like I said, doing that, building up that AJ Lee return, and it would be kind of wild to not only have her lose her first match back, but also after weeks of build up of her, Becky getting the best of Punk and people wanting her to come back, and then she loses. I just don't see that. And she laid her out again this past week when she hit her with the manhandle slam. So I just don't see all that happening and then they still win or whatever. But anyway, they've been telling this Punk, Seth feud for quite some time. So hopefully, I could see them maybe culminating it at Survivor Series, as that's going to kind of play into the teams on who's on which side at War Games. But we'll see how that unfolds. But until then, y'all let me know y'all predictions down below. And if you're excited to pay 30, use a VPN, bro. I promise, bro. VPN is the way to go. But anyway, if y'all gonna be paying them $30, $29.99 a month for ESPN, WWE's first PLE on ESPN. But y'all, let me know if you're excited. Let me know your predictions and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, we're gonna say it is what it is. What's gonna be his project. Continue to come up with the content videos, bangers over and over again for you guys, doing my thing and doing it well. And I shall see y'all good as well in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe before you go. Post notification bell to know the second a new video drops. And I shall see y'all in the next one, man. That is the vibe that DJ's on.